Hey friends, in this video, I'm going to cover the 6 things that President Biden can do right now that would make a huge difference with immigration. If you're interested in hearing this, watch this video. I'm also going to tell you guys about some of the latest trends that I've been seeing out of my office from USCIS. So stick around all the way until the end. What I'm about to share with you in this video are ideas that can make a huge difference with immigration and where you're sitting right now as someone who may be going through the immigration process, or you may have a relative that's going through the process. The ideas in this video can happen immediately overnight. It does not take months or even years to execute on these ideas. The first thing that the president can do is revoke Presidential Proclamation 10014 and 10052 immediately to allow family members and temporary workers to get a visa so that they can come through the legal immigration system or process. These individuals should be permitted to get a visa interview and follow the COVID travel restrictions like every other traveler. The second thing that can happen immediately is to get better control over our southern border. What I'm about to say may anger some progressives, but I'm going to say it anyway, because right now we're sending mixed signals to migrants. On the one hand, we tell migrants now is not the time to come to America. Yet on the other hand, we're allowing 25,000 migrants in. Some of the Trump border policies need to remain in place just for a period of time so that we could avoid a humanitarian crisis, and also to allow the Biden administration to put better controls in place, controls that they consider more humane and just. Others who have a legitimate asylum claim, they need to be processed quickly and be allowed to come in and pursue their asylum claim here in the US. Now, the third thing that the president can do is pause the public charge rule or the enforcement of the public charge rule during this review period. What this looks like, friends, is immediately pull in the form I-944, the Declaration of Self-Sufficiency, from the USCIS website. Now, pausing the public charge rule is something that the government has done a number of times during various litigation in which injunctions were issued. When that happened, the government pulled the I-944 declaration from its website and placed public charge on hold temporarily. It happened before, and they can certainly do it again during this review period. And if after the review period they determine that it's that there is justification to roll public charge back entirely, then they can certainly initiate that rulemaking process to do so. But in the meantime, while they're reviewing public charge, they could certainly put it on hold. The next thing that the president can do immediately is either revoke or pause certain agency or USCIS agency policy memorandums that were issued during the Trump administration. For policies that the Biden administration don't fully understand, or they want to review very closely to make sure that, it's not going to create too many problems if they were to get rid of the policy, they could simply pause those policies. It really doesn't take that much to say, we're going to put this on hold. Let's put this on hold during this review period. Now, the fifth thing that the Biden administration can do is resume normal visa processing so that folks would not have to wait so long to get their visa interview. COVID protocols at consulates should be in place to ensure that consulate staff aren't at risk once normal visa processing has resumed. The sixth thing that the administration can do right away is confront immigration reform. For those who are here without status, comprehensive reform is needed to confront this situation. It is in the best interest of our economy if they can contribute openly and earn a pathway to status, to legal status. Now, in other words, friends, the Biden administration can restore trust and integrity in our system by easing the pain and injustice created by the Trump administration. In doing so, they should first focus on those who are coming through the front door rather than the back door. And then at the same time, they need to also look and confront those who are already here and ensure that they can earn status. Those are the 6 things that I think the Biden administration can do right now. And I understand that, many people are out there really frustrated tonight or today or whenever you're watching this video. And you may be thinking, you may have had these thoughts like, my goodness, why haven't they done more? They can do more. What in the world? And in truth, they can do more. What we can do as citizens or those who are concerned about immigration issues, we can voice our concerns through social media, certainly, and like what I'm doing now, or by taking your concerns to your congressman or congresswoman. And particularly if you have a member of Congress who sits on the Senate Judiciary Committee or the House Judiciary Committee, those committees have jurisdiction over immigration matters. And so reach out to your members of Congress and share your concerns with them. The other thing you can do, friends, if you're directly impacted by the slowdown in our immigration system, is certainly to look to see whether your case is good to be expedited or whether a federal complaint need to be filed to force some action in your case. For legal help concerning these matters, contact my law office at McBeanLaw.com. Get on our calendar and let's talk about your case and what we can do to help you. Here's what I'm seeing from USCIS for the cases that are going through my law office. Firstly, cases are progressing. Cases are moving forward. They're progressing to interviews. For cases that were filed last year in this time, February, clients who are here in the New York City area and in the East Coast generally, in New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, they are actually scheduled for interviews this month. There was a slight slowdown due to COVID. And then we have some other cases that are kind of like outliers, right? They're not the norm, but they do happen in which the cases were processed much faster. And there are reasons for that. And I'm going to get into that, those tips, those winning tips in my upcoming video this week about the testimony that I shared with you in my last video about a client who got her green card in 5 months through the work that we did at my law office. The other thing that we're seeing, or trend that we're seeing from USCIS, is that receipt notices are going out for biometrics and receipt notices confirming that the case has been filed. Those are coming in as well. And I know there has been a big slowdown with receipt notices. I'm just sharing with you what's going on in my office, what we've been seeing. And then lastly, we have been getting emails promptly from USCIS once our clients are interviewed for their green card, emails from them indicating that the green card is being produced. They were approved, obviously, and the green card is being produced. Again, for help with your legal matter, your immigration legal matter, contact McBeanLaw.com. I do invite you to visit the website and take a look at the areas of immigration that we specialize in and make your appointment, your virtual consultation to meet with us either via Zoom, Skype, or the telephone. And lastly, friends, as I mentioned in my last video, I have 2 great resources out there for you. The marriage petition program is opening up again very soon. Follow me on Instagram at McBean Immigration Law to get those updates on when you may enroll in MPP. For those who have an embassy interview coming up for the immigrant visa, prepare yourself for that interview. Get my 9 lessons on how to prepare for your embassy interview. Again, it's only $37 and full of my winning tips. Guys, that's all I have to share with you in this one. Thanks so much for being with me. Thanks for following me. Subscribe to this channel if you have not yet already done so. I hope you guys are doing really well and just continue to keep the faith and stay plugged in. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.